Welcome to the final card reveal for Scholomance Academy. We have the rest of the cards dumped out and we know what the expansion is going to look like. If you have missed any of the previous reviews we did, go check those out. They're linked on our channel page. For the entire picture, we've looked at every card and given our opinions on that. But today we're going to look at the rest of the pool that has been dropped out and rounding off what we're going to be able to see here. Starting next Thursday when we're going to have a huge pack opening, which is going to be a fun time.
Ah, yeah, right. It's so soon, man. Hopefully Trash Ball out by then, check it out. Coming out, like, every day now.
All the time.
Wormweaver Weaver.
Weaver.
Imagine weaving words.
Yeah, imagine that. That's gross.
5 mana, 3/6 mage minion spell burst, summon 2 1/3 mana worms.
Disgusting. Yuck.
I mean, I guess it's better than mana worm.
Mm-hmm.
Source of Substitute. 6 mana, 6/6 neutral minion battle cry. If you have spell damage, summon a copy of this.
This is one of the cards that they really want to. That really is going to make spell damage decks happen. If it's like going to be a tempo-ish oriented spell damage deck, the 6 mana is quite a lot.
Firebrand, which looks like it should be an elemental, but it's not an elemental. 3 mana, 3/4 mage minion spell burst. Deal 4 damage from this, but among all enemy minions.
Flame Waker. Haha.
This is worse than Flame Waker, but it's potentially pretty strong as a defensive tool.
Stats, and I feel like this could also go in like tempo.
I think here's a card that you'll like. Demon Companion. 1 mana, Demon Hunter/Hunter spell. Summon a random Demon Companion.
And what do they look like? What are they?
Well, there is... I don't remember the exact names, but they're all just jumbled up names of the regular animal companions. There is a 2/1 with charge, there is a 2/2 with taunt, and there is a 1/2 that gives all your other minions +1 attack.
Can't hate on them, man. Can't hate on them. I like what they're doing. I like the idea. Yeah, I like the animal companions, so this is also...
It's animal companions with half the stats for a third of the price.
Third of the cost. Uncomplained one.
I think this is going to be theoretically better in Demon Hunter than Hunter.
Guess so.
Because of demons.
Yeah.
But also, Demon Hunter might have more room for 1-drops already, so I think this might actually, in practice, end up seeing more plain Hunter.
Yeah, we'll see and have
because less 1-drops.
But I like it.
Mana Feeder Panthara. 2 mana, 2/3 beast neutral. Battle cry. If you've used your hero power this turn, draw a card.
It looks pretty good. Good arena card, very solid. Battle River Crocolisk. They make one like every other expansion, damn near.
Yeah, also, like, imagine playing a 2 mana 1/1 with Battle Cry, draw a card. Like, oof.
Oof, yeah, it's kind of tough, right? And this one, a Demon Hunter, even just requires you to spend 1 mana on hero power, so maybe it's a consideration. More doubtful, though. It's more of a control card, but I like the idea. It's gonna be good.
I feel like this fits in Hunter because you use a hero power a lot and it's a beast.
Yeah, maybe. Is it better a Face Stalker? I don't think so, but could be fun.
Fel Guardians, 7 mana Demon Hunter spell, summon 3 1/2 demons with taunt. Costs 1 less whenever a friendly minion dies.
So this, of course, you really want this to be free. This is a corridor cheaper. You want to play this for 0 for a tempo player, right? It's not a big value getting out of it.
Yeah, but I mean, for cheap it seems pretty good. Of course, synergize a lot with the 1/1 Illidari Rush minions that you can summon a lot with Demon Hunter. We've got the 2 mana mage spell Cram Session. Draw 1 card, improved by spell damage.
Yeah, that's an important mechanic they needed to bring in because spell damage. They've played off of spell damage with some things, but of course it's going to be more of a either control-ish or damage-focused archetype. Either way, you need to draw cards.
Yeah, and of course better than Arcane Intellect, like, most of the time. Yeah. Of course, if you're drawing exactly 1 card, not so much, but, I guess that's still a good use for it if you have to. Double Jump, 1 mana Demon Hunter spell, draw an Outcast card from your deck.
I like this is a good card. I like this as a catalyst to pick up maybe your Skull or Spectral Sight and just keep cycling stuff. The good thing about this is, of course, when it's drawn, the card that is the Outcast card you draw, you play immediately for more effects and you pop off.
Yeah. That was what I was going to say. It's important to note that this, of course, will always be outcasted the turn you draw it, which is great. Voracious Reader, 2 mana, 1/3 neutral minion. At the end of your turn, draw until you have 3 cards. So, it's 1 set of Jeeves.
Yeah, is this supposed to go in like aggro? I don't see this really finding a spot anywhere.
The thing is, right? Obviously, control is never going to get in a situation where this is useful. And aggro might not like it because of how understated it is.
I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
Steward of Scrolls, 5/4/4, neutral elemental, spell damage +1, battlecry, discover a spell.
Azure Drake, but it's an elemental.
And in Mage, it might just be a little better?
Maybe.
Blood Herald, 5 mana, 1/1 Demon Hunter minion. Whenever a friendly minion dies while this is in your hand, gain +1/+1.
Corridor Creeper, but instead of reducing the cost, it gains stats. You want this to be huge and combo with Thunder Rhino.
It's not a beast.
Oh, it's not a beast. Well, then forget about that. It's useless.
Yeah, I guess this would go in the same deck that the aforementioned spell would go into. I think this is more of a Demon Hunter thing. Synergize with the Illidari. I guess it does also synergize with Unleashed Hounds, but not as much. If there is a Quest Hunter, I was about to say it's going to go in there. Otherwise, more so the Illidari Demon Hunter, which is not really a thing, but could be a thing.
D8.
Oh, yeah, Token Demon Hunter, that's what they call it. Yeah,
Maybe.
it is kind of.
Maybe it'll go.
Vile Fiend Trainer, 4 mana, 5/4 Demon Hunter minion, outcast, summon 2 1/1 demons.
It's like a good tempo play. They're going to be regular demons. They're not going to be like Battle Fiends with increased attack or anything, but they're tokens. It's good value.
I mean, yeah, this goes into Token Demon Hunter, which I guess is one of the archetypes they're trying to focus on here. Bloated Python, 3 mana, 1/2 beast. For Hunter, Death Rattle, summon a 4/4 Hapless Handler.
Programming reference?
I don't think so. I think
Sergey.
it's just a reference to the animal.
Sergey, is bloating a problem in Python? Sergey says maybe.
But there is a lot of Hapless Handlers
Yeah.
that are using Python.
True.
Ha.
It's a programming reference. It's better egg.
I wouldn't be surprised if the flavor text was a programming reference. I haven't seen it, but yeah.
It's an egg with attack, which is good.
Yeah, exactly. It's just slightly better. I think the obvious comparison seems like Serpent Egg.
Yeah.
Where, in this case, the thing is a beast rather than a token. So it might be slightly better because it has attack and it can be more easily killed.
Egg having attack is huge. I think this might be fine.
Teacher's Pet. A 5 mana 4/5 beast for Druid and Hunter. I've said... It was weird because normally I say the left side first and I confused myself there. Taunt. Death Rattle, summon a random 3-cost beast.
Seems good. You mentioned when we saw this first time, this is the one you want to recruit, and
exactly
off with Rush.
Off of the dual class spell that recruits two of
that way
them.
you get a lot of value.
There's also a 4 mana 3/5 beast just for Hunter with Spell Burst, destroy a random enemy minion.
Probably better than Rodnest Drake. It's cheaper.
Seems like it, though it is maybe a little bit harder to trigger, but not significantly. Bonus points for being a beast, though of course dragons are very popular as well right now. Overwhelm, 1 mana Hunter spell, deal 2 damage to a minion. Deal 1 more damage for each beast you control.
This could be pretty good. This could be a destroy a minion for 1.
Yeah, this allows Unleashed Hounds to more effectively deal with big minions.
Yeah. Unleash and then go.
Yeah. Reaper's Scythe. Let me scroll up a little bit because our cat is slightly dropping the bottom cards, though that wasn't the bottom yet. 4 mana 4/2 Warrior Weapon, Spellburst, also damages adjacent minions this turn.
Shadowmourne effect, this is a good weapon. I like this. Control Warrior, yes. This, Krasnov, yes, we can. Let's do it.
It's better than True Silver most of the time.
Yeah.
Shield of Honor, 1 mana Warrior Paladin spell, give a damaged minion +3 attack and Divine Shield.
Looks pretty good. 3 attack and Divine Shield is really strong.
I mean, it's a conditional Blessing of Might that includes Divine Shield, which makes it a lot better.
Maybe Pirate Warrior.
Condition makes it slightly worse, but...
Think about it.
Yeah. Warriors mostly. Paladins can probably make use of it too, though.
Better Blessing of Kings, and maybe put in Murlocs too.
Coerce!
Hey.
A 3 mana rogue/warrior spell. Destroy a damaged minion. Combo. Destroy any minion.
Execute Assassinate.
Yes.
This is good. Good card.
Yeah, I mean,
either way.
Assassinate for 3 is fine.
Yep.
Carry On Studies. 1 mana Hunter spell. Discover a Death Rattle minion. Your next one costs 1 less.
Studies. Death Rattles. Cool.
Death Rattle seems like one of the worst things to study for.
If it was Beast, I'd be down.
Speaking of beasts, 1 mana 1/1 Wolpertinger is a beast for Hunter. Battle cry, summon a copy of this.
Alley-Cat. Just Alley-Cat.
Yeah.
Alley-Cat.
Except that hand buff is better with this than Alley-Cat.
Yep, exactly, because Alley-Cat is...
Situationally better Alley-Cat.
Yeah. We'll take it.
Power Word Feast is a 2-mana priest spell. Give a minion +2/+2 restore to full health at the end of this turn. Yeah, this is...
Priest of the Feast?
I mean,
Is it Priest of the Feast?
that's the reference. That's it. I think it's supposed to be related to that.
I think this might be decent in control, and especially with your life stealers, when you put it on something and you trade it, you get it down to like one health or something, and then you get the extra.
The important note, of course, is that it heals it at the end of the turn, so you don't necessarily have. You can put it on something before you trade. Just
Priest of the Feast used to restore health whenever you play a spell.
Yes. Tour Guide, 1 mana, 1/1 Battlecry. Your next hero power costs 0.
Water Boy?
But actually playable?
Maybe.
I mean, Face Hunter maybe likes this on 1.
Yeah, maybe.
Animated Broomstick, 1 mana, 1/1 Rush. Battlecry. Give your other minions Rush.
I like this one. This could be good. Though a lot of the like spells that summon white boars, like small white boars, they already have some type of rush.
Yeah, this is maybe decently situationally good sometimes, but not great. I think this might be better with a single big minion rather than a lot of small ones. We have Raise Dead, 0 mana priest warlock spell. Deal 3 damage to your hero. Return 2 friendly minions that died this game to your hand.
This could be pretty good. Especially in priest, I feel like. Because in res priest? Goddamn.
Yeah, and you have to consider it's kind of like a draw to, but better because you don't actually... You can draw stuff you already have played.
Res priest, Jesus, man.
And it doesn't cost you anything except a little bit of health.
And you can heal it up.
Yeah, I think this is very good. Because Flame Imp tells us that 3 health is worth about 1 point of mana.
Yeah.
So, Raise Dead effectively being like a 1 mana draw to, but maybe even better, it seems pretty good. Demonic Studies, discover a demon, your next one costs 1 less.
This is a
Warlock
spell. This is one of the better ones, I think.
It is one of the better ones, yeah, it's not great though. Robes of Protection, 3 mana, 2/4, neutral minion, your minions can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. This really needs a keyword.
Maybe. Keywords are complicated.
It says your minion, so it presumably includes itself, which makes it
all of them.
very tough to actually target with spells. Though, if you have a lot of minions, which I guess is the theoretically best outcome for this, then you're already very vulnerable to AoEs anyways.
Yeah, and those are not targeted, so that's still...
I guess once again, like the Rush one, maybe for one big thing. We'll see how useful this ends up being. Mindrender Lucia, Battlecry, swap hands and decks with your opponent until your next turn.
This is a good card. This is gonna be a really good card in Control Priest. Because it's just strong disruption. Like your opponent ends up with a handful of 8 mana cards that they can't do nothing with for an entire turn, and you might even be able to dump one of their cards out of their hand.
Yeah, I mean, noteworthy of course that it's not just good to get something good off your opponent's hand, like a Mind Vision or a Thought Seal, where you get something that your opponent has, but you're only getting it for your benefit. You're actively disrupting them by taking their cards away.
Like you play this on like 8 or something when they're preparing for a push. They played like Glide or something, you get this, you play all their cards, and then they got nothing.
Yeah, and again, this is kind of the inverse of card draw.
This is a good card. Mark my words, this card will be good.
You have to consider it, right? The value of discarding your opponent's cards almost the same as drawing a card yourself, arguably in a way. So, if you draw 1 card with this, you're already up. Not to mention you also get to play them. Played Proto Drake, 8 mana, 8/8 dragon, death roll 7 random, 7 cost minion.
Looks pretty strong.
Yeah. Definitely great arena card.
Fantastic arena card. Wins arena.
Constructed, maybe, but it's probably going to be good after Draconic Lackey and Dragon Queen every now and again. Crimson Hothead, 4 mana, 3/6 dragon, spellburst, gain +1 attack and taunt.
If it gains 1 attack and taunt, it's really good. If not, it's
I mean, there's cheap spells around, the studies are a good example of it, which brings us to 1 mana, priest spell, Draconic Studies. Discover a dragon, your next one costs 1 less.
Works well with this one.
It works well with a lot of stuff, and we've kind of mentioned the idea of Dragon Priest before, so yeah, it makes sense. Teskim, 0 mana, 1/1 demon.
No
Next.
totems. Next, yeah, we've seen it before. Not as good as Snow Flipper, just terrible.
If there is a lot of board buffing demon stuff, maybe, but I doubt it.
It's sack pack target.
Twilight Runner, 5 mana, 5/4 beast stealth. Whenever this attacks, draw 2 cards for Druid.
This is really good. This compares favorably to Mana Saber. I think this is really strong.
So yeah,
goddamn.
It's kind of the idea, right? Whenever this attacks, effects will presumably go off exactly once if it has stealth or rush, otherwise not. if they're good.
But 2 cards.
But draw 2 cards. But if it was a 5/5 for Battlecry, draw 2 cards, which is more easy to evaluate, it would be very good. This is a bit harder, but it should be very good as well.
Oftentimes, yeah.
Also synergizes with a spell that recruits 2 5-cost minions.
We'll
So, you know, that's nice. Speaking of 5-cost beasts,
Hey.
Lake Thresher. 5/5, 4/6 beast. Also damages minions next to whomever this attacks.
Cave Hydra, 4 Reaper, Shadowmourne, it's really good.
Yes. Wave of Apathy. 1 mana paladin, priest spell. Set the attack of all enemy minions to 1 until your next turn.
Dang, this is good. This could be good, dude.
This could be pretty good. It
think,
dolls
of
up
course,
very effectively.
Priest will use this, but it'll be good.
Speaking of cards that... No. I don't actually have a transition. 6 mana, 4/9. Judicious Jr. is a paladin minion with lifesteal.
I don't know about this.
Not really. Commencement. 7 mana, warrior, paladin, spell. Summon a minion from your deck, give it taunt and divine shield.
Could be good. Depends on what it is, but recruiting for 7 is oftentimes...
It would literally have to be big paladin or big warrior.
Yeah.
If it's not that, then it's not worth it. Partner assignment, 1 mana druid spell, add a random 2-cost and 3-cost beast to your hand.
This is a good out. I think a lot of druids will play this just in case their mulligan sucks. They pick up this, you have a curve.
Yeah, instant curve and maybe in spell to have a bit of a stronger, more board-centric start if you need it. Gibberling, 1 mana, 1/1 minion with spell burst, summon a Gibberling for druid.
Okay. It's not even Alley Cat. It's garbage.
I guess if the second Gibberling also has the spell burst, it might be decent, but it's still probably not.
They imprisoned the Feral Gibberer. Who does that?
Blessing of Authority, 5 mana paladin spell, give a minion +8/+8, it can't attack heroes this turn.
This how Judicious Jr. might be good, along with Commencement. You know, you make it big to taunt, Divine Shield, Lifesteal, put this on him. Get through that.
And noteworthy, of course, after that 1 turn, if it sticks somehow, you can actually attack the enemy this turn, so it's maybe comparable to Edwin in a way, actually, where you get a lot of stats, but you can't attack instantly.
And that'd be big.
But this actually can trade, so might be good. Enchanted Cauldron, 3 mana, 1/6 minion with spell burst, cast a random spell of the same cost.
You've seen Witch's Cauldron before. This could be pretty decent. Like, you play this, you just play a good spell, you get good value. Like, you can play a 7-cost spell with this.
Can backfire, but otherwise it is interesting. It says a random spell, it doesn't have to be of the same class, so it could go all sorts of ways. Plagiarize is a 2 mana rogue secret, because all rogue secrets are 2 mana. Secret, at the end of your opponent's turn, add copies of the cards they play to your hand.
So this is an interesting one, because it's at the end of their turn. What happens if they didn't play cards?
I guess it doesn't trigger if they don't play a single card?
Suppose so.
Maybe it also automatically triggers at the end of the turn, you just don't get it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Potentially pretty good, especially with Burgle synergies, you know, like Fence and stuff like that. Might be good, depends on... Well, I think it's one that we'll just have to see. Initiation is a 6 mana priest spell, deal 4 damage to a minion. If that kills it, summon a new copy.
Tidal Surge effect, costs more, and big upside if it hits.
Yeah, I think Frostmourne sort of an effect is a little bit of a comparison. It's not a great one either, but I think this could be worthwhile.
Yeah.
Self-Sharpening Sword is a 3 mana 1/4 rogue weapon. After a hero attacks, gain +1 attack.
This could be pretty good, especially if you pick this up with some buffs. You put Dr. Krasnov on it. You got something. It might be a good weapon.
Of course, yeah, with buffs, this becomes even better. Captain Greenskin, for example.
Yeah.
Otherwise, even though, like, this is kind of, I think I said this to you before, it's reverse Gorehound.
In a way.
It keeps growing in attack the more you attack with it. I don't know how much this will see play, though I feel like on average it has decent enough stats to be worthwhile on its own.
Buff it once, it's good.
Rune Dagger. After hero attacks, gain spell damage +1 this turn.
Is this like Rogue?
This is Shaman.
This is Shaman, okay. I don't know about this Shaman with that really small weapon. I mean, if you want to make spell damage happen, you'll definitely play this, because then you have a very good selection of when exactly you want to have spell damage.
Yeah, weapons are harder to remove than minions. It's not nearly impossible, but this is one of the better uses for that, and you're going to have easily spell damage without having to have a minion.
Yeah.
You can trigger all the spell damage effects more easily. This makes sense if you want to push spell damage. Athletic Studies. Discover a rush minion. Your next one costs 1 less. It's Warrior.
It's not exactly Omega Assembly, but it's good enough. It probably goes in the Rush Warrior, the Control Warrior, the Dr. Krasinov, Borov, fucking insane 1 hour game warrior. Yes, please.
Smog Senator, 6 mana, 5/7 neutral minion, taunt, death rattle, add a 5/7 ghost with taunt to your hand.
You say Senator?
I might have said Senator. It's Senior.
Senior, yes. They have one for each year. If you've been paying attention with the freshmen and whatnot. Okay, so this one reminds me a little bit of the big druid one, I think. Even though it doesn't summon it, obviously just adds it to your hand. But I think it could be fine. Maybe goes in the big control deck.
I don't think this one in particular is great. We've seen others with the mechanic later on that are slightly better, but yeah, it's okay, I guess. Information, 2 mana warrior spell, add 2 random taunt minions to your hand.
Maybe for big value. Not sure.
Tidal Wave, 8 mana shaman spell, lifesteal, deal 3 damage to all minions.
This could be very strong.
This is very big Spirit Lash.
This could be a full heal, yeah.
This could be a full heal. This could be a full clear. And either one is probably good.
It turns
both together.
The game around.
Like this against an aggro deck, like full board, they're about to kill you, you play this, you're damn near at full, you clear their board, like that turns the game around.
Turns the game around.
Shifty Sophomore, 4 mana, 4/4 rogue minion stealth, spellburst, add a combo card to your hand.
That's the other one I was talking about, so now we had one for all 4 years. Yeah, I guess it has stealth, it's decent stats. I guess the freshman, honestly, I think Frizzle Freshman is the best out of all of them. Because the junior kind of sucks, the sophomore kind of and the senior we don't know. So, yeah.
I think this one could be good. I mean, roguelike stealth right now, and combo card, just an extra one for a little bit of extra value is fine. You can definitely activate it because of the stealth. It seems fine. It's only 1 point understated. I think it might see some play in the Galacron stealth package. We'll see.
Yep.
Well, Paratoxin Blade, 3 mana, 3/3. Rogue minion, your weapon has +2 attack. Is this better or worse than Battlecry add your weapon to attack? I think in general it is worse because you can't guarantee that it sticks, so...
We need to do something about this problem. We need to start an initiative. We need to prevent these people from keeping on printing these damn Vulpiras. I'm not gonna play Furry Store. I'm not gonna stand for it. We gotta do something. We have to do something. Let's move on.
Intrepid Initiate. 1 mana, 1/2 spellburst, gain +2 attack. Seems pretty good.
I think so. If you get this down on 1,
that kind of reminds
point something.
Yeah, I think there was a similar card in Rogue a while ago, which was a 1 mana, 1/2 combo, gain +1/+1. Similar idea. This is a 2 mana worth of stats on a 1-drop with a condition.
I think this coins something like you're gonna have good stuff.
Sneaky Delinquent. Stealth. 2 mana, 3/1 stealth. Death Rattle. Add a 3/1 ghost with stealth to your hand.
Spy Mistress Alley Cat.
Yeah.
Not really. Spy Mistress Flame Elemental. Not Firefly.
Yeah, this is arguably worse than Spy Mistress, which is why I think it won't see much play because Rogue is the primary class for this.
I guess so.
But this is better than the other one with the Ghost. Though I don't think it's the best one. We've got a new Rager! 4 mana, 5/1 Divine Rager. It's an elemental, naturally, and has Divine Shield.
Yeah, and Ragers are garbage, and so is this one.
This one might still be one of the best Ragers, but that's not gonna say a lot.
Ragers are bad.
The stealth one was better, but the 2 one was not as good. Fishy Flyer. 4 mana, 4/3 Murloc. Rush. Death Rattle, add a 4/3 ghost with Rush to your hand.
This is the good one, huh?
Yeah, this is a good one.
This is a good one. I like this one too. Rush is a good mechanic.
This is good for Rush decks, for control decks and whatnot. This is not a Murloc card.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally has the Murloc tribe. It's not goes into Murloc decks.
It's a control card. I agree. But when you pick it up off of a random Murloc discovery in a Murloc deck, you won't mind either.
You don't hate it, but you probably don't take it. You probably don't include it.
Yeah, no, you don't take it.
Ogrommancer is a 5 mana 3/7 neutral minion. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, summon a 2/2 skeleton with taunt.
That is terrible. This is gonna be a very bad card. Pack filler. Not gonna see much of this one in the future.
Could be decent, but it's probably not gonna be great.
Yeah, no.
Cutting Class is a 5 mana rogue warrior spell. Draw 2 cards, cost 1 less per attack of your weapon.
I like this. Yeah, dude. We mentioned Krasinov. We got Reaping Scythe. This is free. Aeroponics, get in the house. Take it.
I mean, I suppose as long as your weapon has more than 2 attack, it'll be better than it will be comparable to Arcane Intellect or better.
We might play it. If
Warrior doesn't seem to have a lot of draw. Rogue does kind of.
well, it goes into Highlander control Warrior.
Yeah.
For sure.
There's Trick Totem, a 2-mana Shaman Mage card, which is a totem, of course, 0/3. At the end of your turn, cast a random spell that costs 3 or less.
Give me Evil Totem.
Especially the small spells are oftentimes to just deal 3 damage to a minion, deal damage to this, those can backfire a lot.
I don't know about this, man. I want Trick.
On average, casting random spells is going to be better than not doing it, but this is going to backfire so much. It's going to Frostbolt itself, like, more than you can imagine.
Yeah.
Molten Blast, 3 mana, Shaman spell, last card, deal 2 damage, summon that many 1/1 elementals.
Now, if you're curious about why it is worded this weirdly, it's because this is intended to go with spell damage.
Yes.
So, you're supposed to have spell damage, you get your Rune Dagger, and you deal 3, and you summon 3 1/1s, and all of a sudden, welcome to Value Town Population U. And if you go even higher than that, well, even more so than that.
Yeah, there used to be a 1-mana Druid spell that either dealt 2 damage or summoned 2 1/1 tokens. That's kind of comparable. This is both modes combined, so it's arguably almost worth 3 mana as is. And
maybe 2.
Yeah, probably 2. Choose 1 card, so technically at least one of the effects is usually a bit weaker than the mana cost. But then add the spell damage and it's actually potentially pretty good.
Overload, aggro, runic dagger, blah blah blah, whatever, Shaman. Yeah.
Alright, it doesn't have to be 2 minion, yeah, it can go face.
Maybe at some point someone might make this work. It definitely has potential. That's all the cards. That is all the cards. Nothing big spectacular in this last batch because it was just the final dump, but still rounding out some of the ideas and we're getting some of the support cards with the theory crafted or the ideation of deck building that we've seen and that we might be thinking about trying out. So this is kind of rounding the whole thing out. If you wanna join us, hang out with our community, we have a Discord server. Link to that is in the description. But for now, I'm gonna ask you to like the video because that's right. Subscribe to TrashcanTV also, and let's do something about the Vulpera. We can't let it stand. Join me in the crusade. We'll do something. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. JJ.
That's it.
That's it.